Hello everyone, Crystal and Parker here. We're going to tell you where the Inclusive Guide is at and give you some fundraising updates as we're in a bit of a budget shortfall to get us through the end of this year.
First, please check out inclusiveguide.com if you haven't in a while and take a look at some of the new features we've added, such as improved search results and the ability to try to search by category. If you haven't done so already, it only takes a moment to fill out your demographic information, and we'd love to invite you to do so as it's the only way we'll be able to determine if a business has a pattern of bias or discrimination.
We're currently working on what business dashboards look like and how they function with help from folks who are in our business partnership program. When the business dashboards are ready to go, any business owner or manager will always be able to claim their business for free and have the ability to upload images, update hours of operation, complete the tiles that tell you all about their bathrooms, accessibility options, allergens, and other important info. Our revenue model revolves around businesses paying a small membership fee to be able to respond to reviews, access anonymized and generalized demographic breakdowns of those reviews, and have access to additional training resources direct from us.
During this process, Roe versus Wade was overturned, which made us realize there's a segment of businesses and organizations we'd like to ensure have full, unfettered, and completely free access to anything we have to give, and that's safe abortion providers and as well as inclusive medical and mental health facilities. We believe everyone has the right to safe abortions, and we want to be a hub for having the latest listings to ensure that if you need one, you can find access. For inclusive medical and mental health facilities, we don't just mean anywhere that takes your insurance. For those of us that hold identities in protected classes, we know that it can be difficult at best to find a physician or therapist who can meet you at your level. Truly inclusive and medical and mental health professionals are few and far between. So when we find one, we want to make sure that you can too, and provide them in turn with free access to our services.
But this costs us money. In developing these free services for these providers, we will need to build a paywall system to separate healthcare facilities from other businesses, as well as develop a set of technical solutions to address the specific needs for those free members. We'd like to build this out in conjunction with the rest of our business services, so we're busy applying for grants, sponsorships, and are still in search of an investor.
But get this, in 2021, venture capitalist investors spent over $620 billion in funding. Around half of that, $330 billion, was spent alone on startups in the U.S. Of that $330 billion in funding that went to the U.S., Black entrepreneurs only received 1% of the funding. Startups run by Black women received less than half of a single percent of VC funding in 2022. And because of these funding gaps, an estimated 50% of Black-owned businesses fail due to lack of funding and cash flow.
Despite our monumental efforts, to this date, we've only been able to do this work because of people like you who donated on our GoFundMe page, companies like New Belgium, and organizations like GoCo and the Colorado Tourism Office who gave us sponsorship funds, and an incredibly large and generous donation from the Ember family who asked for absolutely nothing in return.
People like you are the only reason we've gotten where we are today. And because of the lack of traction in the grant and investment world, we need to ask for more help. We're facing a $40,000 budget shortfall through the end of the year. But in order to build out the features we just talked about, we really need much more than that.
If you have a chance to donate today, please take a moment to do so. There's links all around the video, or you can head to gofundme.com and search for Inclusive Guide. If you know anyone who's interested in donating a larger amount, please have them send an email to us at hello@inclusiveguide.com.
Thank you so much for where you've gotten us today. It's been such a great ride, and we're happy to be out of beta and have the individual side of Inclusive Guide fully launched. And we can't wait to show you all of the new features we have in store to help keep you, your friends, and your family and neighbors feeling safe, welcomed, and celebrated.
On three?
On three, yep.
1, 2, 3.
Let's go change the world.